All right, cool. Monday, 23rd of December. Here we are. Let's actually check some weekly closes here. No, no, I'm on the wrong chart. One sec. Okay. Weekly close on Bitcoin. Actually below December, which is really bad. This is a massive bearish engulfing at the moment, and we've closed underneath 97k on the weekly. So this is probably looking for lower unless we get some sort of regain of like up here at least 98 on the next weekly candle, which is this one. Um, Probably on the balance of probabilities now we're looking for lower on everything, but yeah. I'm looking for lower. I'm looking for probably down here, the whole base of the move now. So something like that, and then into here, and then that will cap it off. Um, I think that's the simple way to put it. I think there's a new pro signals post as well. Let's go check that out. Weekly close with a big bearish engulfing. Oh yeah, bearish engulfing covering a big bear div on almost all oscillators. While I see many bullish posts on X saying that we'll have a bullish Christmas and such, my gut says we need to be careful, have patience, and look for better entries. Yeah, I mean the bullish Christmas theory could still be in play, but it doesn't. Not as in the sense that we're going to get new all-time highs. In the sense that we could just pump to here over Christmas and then dump from that weekly. There's probably a nice little stube or something here. Yeah. Okay. So you get yeah. I think anything up in here would prove a good short or a good like hedge at least. In the sort of local stuff that we're doing right now, it'll be interesting to see if this 4 hour gains back December. Yeah, it would be quite interesting. This is a decent inflection point, and it has been throughout the whole chart. So let's see if we can get that, and then it will open up the room for more. But yeah, Bitcoin, it's just doing Bitcoin things, isn't it? I want to look at. Oh my god, what's happened to my mouse? Yeah, USDT dominance still going down, which is nice. Bitcoin DOM's nearly done the full pump back up from the breakdown, which is kind of crazy. But um, it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up to this area where we might see something like that. It, to be honest, it, we were getting really excited, me included, at the start of this month, but we could actually not break out for a little while longer on Bitcoin DOM now after seeing this. Like we could do some really long form like yeah, this, and then maybe like one more up to test the high, and then the breakdown. I actually really don't know yet, but I do think the best sort of strategy right now would be to just like DCA spot into your altcoin bags, especially when we get down into like 90k, high 80k, and stuff like this. When Bitcoin comes down here, um, yeah, if we come down here, alts are gonna go bleed so much, which is unfortunate. But oh, what's happening with my mouse? My mouse is fucked. Okay, nice. Yeah. So I think we could be in tiny bit more pain now after that weekly close. Now that I'm just looking at it like this, and it doesn't look like amazing. We did get a TP as well. We're also getting a red dot on the weekly, so you know, it's not looking amazing. Let me just check ETH Bitcoin for. Oh, that's completely reversed. Alt season cancelled so far. We want to see this regain that at least. 348. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Alt season cancelled, guys. Back it up. No Christmas present for you. Uh, let's take this off. I want to look at this weekly close. So yeah, ETH actually still looks okay for now. Look at the weekly buy signal went by right at the top, and now it's going to come down, maybe even to 2600. Um, yeah, maybe possibly something like this, and then the pumper. But I know I'm talking about like lower targets right now, just because I've seen the weekly close and it looks bearish engulfing. And there's probably I haven't even checked the liquidity, but I think there's a lot of like 85k now that we've done everything to the upside, and like we hit 108. That's yeah, pretty much 110k. Um, but I don't think it's over. Is my point. I think that we're just putting in like macro. We're gonna do like weekly higher lows on quite a lot of stuff. So like ETH weekly higher low. We've broken the high and then sort of like the breakout. And yeah, Bitcoin just is gonna have a little retrace, but I don't think it's over. And I do think it's still the play to sort of like slowly get into your alts. Ooh, what's Popcat doing? I might as well go over my trades from last week because otherwise I've been ill. Um, wow, that went all the way to 6.5. This is nuts. That actually went all the way to 6.5. Um, yeah, let me go through my trades just so everyone knows where I'm at, and then I'll just go into the chat. Um, so what trades did I have open? Let's start with AVAX. Yeah, so I had a long open here. Let me just take off the magnet. Had a long open here, which was TP'd heavily here, and the stop was, I think it was just like here or something. So the trade was slightly profitable, and luckily I'm out of it. I think the same thing happened with near, but I took less profit. I just took like 10% here, and then the stop wasn't even up. I didn't even put the stop at break even because I was ill. So the whole trade is probably a break even or slight loss. But the AVX one was profit. Phantom, the same. I had a trade in here, except I took like 20% here, and the stop was actually in profit because I was being normal for once. So yeah, I'm not in that. I'm actually still in my tier trade, which is on 3x. Um, damn, this shit is down bad though. This shit is down bad. I will tell you that for free. Um, I think also, lastly, just before I was getting ill, where's Tao? Actually, I haven't even looked at Tao in so long. Let me just look it up. Yeah. Um, Look at that wick, bro. That is so nuts. That is actually so crazy. Nah, 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 nah. I don't want to look at that chart. Okay. Yeah, I think I had some orders like laddered down into here because I bought this level back in the end of November and it obviously worked out really well. Yeah, like 50% gain. So I had some like bids laddered in and I didn't want to like go back on my strategy and like change it now that we're like dumping really hard. So I did catch all those bids and then um yeah, I think I got stopped out at like 540. So that was an L. That was actually one where I took a decent hit. And then I think that's about it. I think that was it. So yeah, um, minor wreckage on that dump for me. Luckily, I was somewhat protected while I was ill, so I could just like leave my accounts and not do anything. But yeah, Tau was probably the one that I took the biggest hit on. But I mean, it is what it is. We were long in all the way up, so overall in the move, I'm still up overall. Um, yeah, and I'm finally out my Woo trade from like all the way down here, mid-November. So yeah, I think that's about it that I'm gonna run through for today. Um, I actually do want to just check the long to short and the liquidity, and then I'll jump onto the chat and see what's been happening because I've been a little bit out of the loop in the last few days. I literally haven't even looked at my phone for like, actually, that's a lie. But for like 2 days, I wasn't looking at my phone. Um, so in the local stuff, we got a decent amount at 93.5 on Bitcoin. So wait, why is that not showing? Yeah, decent amount at 93.5. We just up it, but not as much as liquidity at 100k. So I think that adds fuel to the higher first, and then probably ultimately lower before we start making new highs again. Yeah, I think 100k and then possibly more down. But what if we do get to 100k up here? That would open up the opportunity of going possibly all the way to 104 and doing the full Stuber. But I feel like any, I do feel like any sort of pump now is possible, like bearish retest for lower, and then we get one more like one more like down move, and then hopefully we'll find support somewhere. But we'll have to see where when it comes to it, and just go with the flow, really. Um. Oh yeah, I'll check totals and then. So yeah, we've had nice. Oh, that is looking crazy. That's pretty wild that it was looking really good after this weekly close with that huge wick and above the prior swing from the bull market. It was looking so good, and now it's just looking rough. It's looking like bearish retest down. Yeah, that's crazy. Not to worry though, guys. I don't think the bull market's over. I definitely still think the focus overall, overarching, should be on alts. But just not yet. We're just getting a bit too excited. Um, oh, I heard a really crazy rumor, by the way. So my cousin has a mate who works for like a massive London company, which is doing like um, It's like a hedge fund or something. It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of those big ones. And he was in the crypto department, and he has been for a couple of years now. It was one of the first like proper ones that they headed up in London. And he told me that let me just see the exact message. It's very very interesting rumor, by the way. Let me just get the message up. He spoke to the CIO of his company. No, Trump spoke to the CIO of his company, who spoke to no. The CIO of his company spoke to Trump's Treasury Secretary, and apparently the strategic reserve is like a day one priority. So apparently they're like pretty serious on it. And this is unconfirmed, but also low key confirmed. He told me not to tell anyone, but so it could be that when Trump gets into office, there's actually a very real possibility of getting like a strategic reserve or something to do with Bitcoin, which will be like fundamentally bullish after he gets in. Um, but yeah, don't bank on it. Don't like trade your plan around it or something. But yeah, interesting that it actually could be happening. And yeah, I'm gonna jump into the chat. Everyone in the group is getting bearish. 100x long loading. Yeah, I'm not bearish at in the short term at this like very moment in time. Let me just delete this because I feel like we've had like a massive dump and now we might get like a little relief. But overall, like it's not looking amazing. Like all these lows under here, under December is breaking structure. This, like all these lows are gone now. Like this is all gone. This is all gone, which was super important. This was actually very important that we did at the start of December. And yeah, obviously if we do come up here, it's gonna be like feeling like we're regaining it. Yeah. But lower high, we're making lower low, and yeah, it could just really easily roll over and go for that liquidity below because we do have a lot of it below. But yeah, right now, um, I wouldn't be like super bearish right now, like exactly right now, just because yeah, we've had massive dump. Oh, yeah, it's nice to be back, but I'm still not 100%. Bullish Christmas theory died with powerful speech. Yeah, for sure. I remember I was saying that we could be in for like a slow start of December and then a pumpy like end of December into New Year's. And yeah, I definitely was not right on that. But that's what happens with predictions, mate. We are not we are not God. But yeah, happy that I didn't like get too wrecked on the dump. I took a couple L's, don't get me wrong, but they weren't like massive. So yeah. Hyperliquid, yes sir. Don't worry. Relief rally for next couple of weeks, then mid jam dump and rally after Trump inauguration. Just my theory. Yeah, it definitely could happen. It definitely could happen, especially if Trump, like on day one, like the guy said, like the rumor says, is like, yeah, we're gonna set it up, we're gonna draw up these plans, we're gonna buy some Bitcoin and stuff, and then yeah, hopefully by then we'll have had a sizable retrace to catapult us into the next phase. Sentiment had dropped so fast. I mean, yeah, it was a nasty. Was it actually that nasty? To be honest, I wasn't really watching it because that was when I was getting hit by the Megatron coronavirus variant or something. I don't even know what I got hit by, guys. It was pretty brutal. Yeah, I mean, everyone was probably long, and I was long, so everyone was long. So yeah, it probably hurt. I did take quite a decent L on that tower position because I had the orders set from like when we were pumping, like it looked like we were gonna go do all-time highs, and I was like, if it does come down here, I'm gonna obviously be a buyer. So I had like quite big orders on like 4x, and yeah, they got stopped for a decent. But it is what it is, man. Yes, it was pretty brutal. People got wrecked. I was on 2x just chilling every time. Yeah, nice. Now you could get out if we do have the pump up. So you're probably like down on quite on a couple positions, and you can get out if we do have the if we do have this now, or like even slightly less, like even like up to here, you can try and get out of some of your positions. I'm definitely maybe looking to get out of my tier position. Actually, I'm definitely not selling here. Oh, actually, am I? Would that be really dumb? Maybe I'll leave it. I'm already riding it this far, aren't I? Let's actually look at some of my favorite altcoins, and I'll read the chat, and I also will do hyperlipid for you. Fuck tier currently, lol. Yeah, I'm late to the party. We're expecting down. Not right now. No, we are expecting more down in the grand scheme of things, but for right now, I feel like maybe a little bit of relief, just a little bit, and we are kind of seeing a little bit green after that weekly close. Yeah, 10%, 3%. Biggest red at the moment, yeah, is tier. Yeah, same, me too. I still had partial liquidation on my spot margin, so it cost me minus 10% on my account. Oof. But on a trading account, while I'm down on some positions, these are 1x, so waiting for recovery. Yeah, if you're on 1x, you're actually chilling. Like, I never, I never run a stop loss on spot. Never. I never have. Sometimes I've backholded heavy, and I wished I would have, but yeah. You'll be even more mad if you run a stop, like really wide. It comes for your stop and then goes. Where to exit tier, brother? Well, I mean, definitely not right now because you're going to be selling the bottom. And to be honest, it doesn't look the worst. I'm just like I'm slightly cautious that if we do see like 80, if we actually see 88k on Bitcoin, altcoins are going to suffer massively, and tier is probably going to be one of them. Yo, that just looks. I'm not gonna lie. Dare I say bullish? Dare I? Dare I say it? I'm just looking at that chart after like 5 days of not looking at charts, and like I would buy that. I would buy the shit out of this. Not gonna lie. I'm being deadly serious. Look, we got a wick into the band and a W reversal, and the oscillators coming into this oversold territory. I'd buy the shit out of that. Not gonna lie. Maybe I might average down my position a little bit. I might actually average down my position. Is it suicide? Maybe. Or maybe just like maybe catch a bid in here again. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe do hyperliquid for my bro. Hyperlick. Wait, it's hype, isn't it? What chart? What chart are we feeling? What chart are you trading on, Brum?
Check the gate chart for a hype. You can see something funny.
Gate. Oh, there's barely anything on this. Yo, it hasn't even dumped that much. Hasn't even dumped that much. 25%? It's not too bad. Are you sure this is the right chart? Hyper itself. What? I'm so confused. I am confused. I guess they're all pretty similar, aren't they? Oh, okay. Here we go, we found it. Dare I say bullish chart? This is bullish chart. I'm not gonna lie. Ah, anyone who's in Hyperloop liquid is just absolutely laughing, aren't they? Imagine your whole port consists of like hype, and like trio or something. You're dump proof. Yo, what's that? Is that? Nah, it's not the same chart I was looking at. If you have a CA, you can paste it directly into TradingView now. Alright, that's pretty sick. So wait, can you do like sole contract addresses or not? You can on TradingView. Nice. What? So if I paste that in, let me try it out. Let me try it out. Oh, lit. That's sick. Do you know why that's sick? Because if anyone wants me to look at anything, like anything stupid, by the way, you can just paste exactly what I need to paste into my training view, and I'll be able to look at exactly the same thing that you're looking at. Instead of like flicking through like 10 charts and being like, okay, no, this is spot, this is wrong, this is I don't like this chart. Yeah. Hold on, Hyperliquid, I like it by the way. Before I do that, before we get onto that cool stuff, because that is pretty cool. Um, we have some like pretty like defined lows here. I'd arguably say it's that. And if we do get a higher low here, it would actually look like really good for a buy. Not gonna lie.
Did you see the chart I posted, Jake?
Yeah, what is that? Did you have a bot on that?
Hype, hype on spot, gapped up. They were lagging super low behind.
Yeah, Gates.
So the
Oh,
gap
Gates weird like that.
it gapped up like what 100 and no 1800x or something,
But it was just catching
180x
up to the
or
other prices, no?
yeah.
Ah, oh, so
And
weird.
they were super low. There was 0.19 or something last night,
So
and
weird.
then they updated it and it jumped up. Imagine having
Yeah, that is crazy, man. But yeah, no, I might buy some hyperliquid to be honest, guys. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna shy away from this one. 25.2. Let's see. Let us see. There is hyper for you, buddy. Let me just go back to that Griffin.
Why is GoTrade28 muted?
I don't know. I haven't muted anyone.
It's the server deafened. He can't hear anything.
Oh shit.
I take it off. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sort him out.
I guess someone clicked the wrong button when they tried to server mute him.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully you can
All
hear
good,
now.
all good.
You all good now, mate? We all good now, mate? Yo, that's lit. You can do that contract address now. I'm very happy with that. It's a very good addition. I feel like I've been a little bit out of the loop because I've been ill. I haven't even looked at my phone for like Thursday, Friday. And I actually missed the altcoin stream. How was it, by the way? Was it good? I need to have a watch of it. I actually might watch it after this. 2x speed. 2x speed, you know.
It was definitely a good session.
That's good.
Quite a few points apart from Josh saying those are the alts, go and buy them. Vikings actually gave quite a lot of good explanation of like what you're looking for, etc. So I like that.
Yeah. I think it will turn out to be quite good when we actually do get the alt season. And you might get really good buying opportunities on spot soon. I've been trading ICP. Can you give me an opinion on it? Oh, ICP. Come on, mate. No, I'm joking. This is the way. I knew you wouldn't even message me back. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm still a bit discombobulated, mate. ISIP. Um, my opinion on ICP is that looking at a chart like this, it's gonna go higher. Really. Because it really should hold. It really should hold in here or in here. Is where I expect. So I think a lot of altcoins like now they did the consolidation, they did the breakout, and now after the dump, they're like more like retesting the structure. If you can find some like coins that are still up here, they're probably gonna do like really well. Coins that are in here might go a little bit deeper, like to the lower of the structure, and then possibly then will come out. But I mean, from the tradable side, I'd probably say this does that first before anything. Because look, we've had a massive test of Q4 on a wick, We've had good buyback. I wouldn't do anything in this area because we're literally in the middle of here and here. If you go to the 4 hour, you probably see something a little bit better. Oh, let me just take all those squiggles off. Yeah, you can just see it way better. I wouldn't really do anything in this area. I would, if you're like trading this and you want to trade this, just like set an alert or some bids here, and then do the same to the upside. Possibly in here. Well, this is actually quite important. There's a retest failure there. So if we do come back up, as chances are we're probably going to break it and go a little bit higher. Maybe into that. And then fail. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would definitely long that though. If we do get a retest. Not that I like ICP though. But it's coming back to 2,800. Nah, it's gotta be like the most RIP chart. Actually, it's definitely not, but yeah. I messaged you Friday, you didn't reply till late last night. I did reply, no? Well, I already read that message. Oh, I messaged you Friday, you didn't reply. Yeah, I did reply last night. So yeah, I think we should find a couple of things to just long, unless we're a bit too scared. Well, I got a massive circle on Ada, probably because yeah. Hmm. Did a nice hold here. I quite like a lot of this stuff to just do that and then see where we are, like in the short term. So we might actually get a bumpy Christmas, but then do the full retrace. I think that would be my general game plan for anything at the moment. But like I said, I'm not actually in any positions because I was ill last week. I'm in tier and that's about it, and it's down bad. So yeah. See, that just really doesn't look great, does it? That actually looks horrible. I wouldn't want to long that. Something like that would be more interesting. Also waiting for hyperliquid buy. Yeah. I think 25.2 I set an alert on. Look at all these stops that got triggered. I think it was 25.2. But yeah, I might stop the recording and then we could just